Hello! Today we're going to show you how Hemlane helps you manage maintenance and repairs. We have two packages, Basic and Smart. With Basic, you can use our robust software tools to manage repair requests from start to finish. With Smart, the Hemlane Maintenance Coordination Team will handle all requests on your behalf. This includes receiving, diagnosing, and troubleshooting requests to try to solve it without having to send out a vendor. If we do need to send a vendor out, we'll use your preferred vendor or provide a Hemlane vendor. We'll then project manage the request from start to finish, take care of payment, ensure the tenant is satisfied with the work, and Hemlane will handle all emergency requests 24/7, 365 as necessary. Tenants will be able to submit requests in their portal or phone in requests for emergencies. When a new request comes in, you'll get an email and see the details of the request, including photos and description. However, you will not need to do anything since the Hemlane coordinators will take over. You will be able to add notes for the coordinators that you can either have the tenant see, or you can hide the notes if you don't want the tenant to see this. Perhaps you want to say something private to the maintenance coordinator to take into consideration. You can also tell the coordinator that perhaps you want to take over the request and you don't want the Hemlane team to, or maybe you want to just give them some instructions and say there's spare parts in the shed, or you want them to work with a preferred vendor or any other details that might help them complete the job. You will still get updated on the work order as it progresses, but will not need to take action. You'll need to set up the maintenance notes for each property. To do this, click on the property, and then click on Maintenance, and go through the instructions. You'll want to first set your thresholds. You'll see a standard and emergency threshold. This means that anything below the threshold we can take care of without getting authorization, but if it's above the threshold, we'll need to get authorization first. Hemlane provides recommended thresholds here. Why these are recommended is work can get done quicker and more efficiently if we do not need to wait for approval, which will make your tenants happier. You can adjust this though as you are working with Hemlane and have these different for different properties. Then you'll want to set your preferred vendors. This is useful because Hemlane can call on these vendors as necessary, but if they're not available, we'll provide our own vendors. So for each one, just go through and click Select from my list or use a third party. Then decide if you want to utilize Hemlane Premium Maintenance Billing. This is an add-on which will enable Hemlane to pay the vendors on your behalf, as well as gives you access to the Hemlane vendors. If you do not have this on, then we will only work with your vendors that you provide, and we do not take care of payments. With payments, we provide a one-time credit card for the vendors, authorized only for the max amount that we've given them. For example, if it's $300, the credit card will only work for $300, and if they try to charge $301, it will not work. And it'll expire afterwards to prevent any unauthorized charges. Next, decide who will manage turnover. Hemlane does not do coordination of turnovers, so it's important to stipulate who on your team is going to do this, whether it's yourself, or you'd like to request an agent to help with this, or another member on your team. Then, provide access points. This is very important because when we send a vendor, they'll need to know how to get into the property. Keep in mind the tenant may not be home, potentially they're at work, and you might want the vendor to just be able to access on their own. Then set the tenant responsibilities. If something is listed as a tenant responsibility and a request comes in, we'll inform the tenant that it's their responsibility to take care of. This should match what you have on your contract. Then provide any additional instructions you'd like our maintenance coordinators to be aware of. You'll then want to go through each property and update these maintenance notes accordingly. You're all set. Thank you.